Yeah. Sorry, I forgot to turn on the recording. I just started that. Yeah. Please continue, Raghavendra.
Yeah. Not much to add from what Sushma
Okay.
said. It's the same goal what we are looking.
So, so do you also share the feeling that, what are we doing differently? We are doing the same thing like our parents?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. So I think you're in the right place because I would say independently, Leela and I and most parents in the Aravi community are doing a lot of different things. And what Sushma said earlier is very important that uh, it's one thing about your child, but it's also something that you're thinking about it for your own self. Right. So that perspective is, I would say, an essential ingredient which you already have. So that's great. Leela, you want to go ahead with the presentation?
Yes, Teji.
Sure. All yours.
Yeah, next slide.
Oops.
Yeah, as I heard from you the intro where you shared that we were learning for earning. So in terms of continuum of education, when we see there are two extremes. One extreme is where it is totally structured, curriculum based, where the teachers or the school boards decide what child needs to learn, how to learn, how much to learn. All these are decided by the someone whom you don't even know, and there is no choice offered for the child. Whereas the other end is we say it is open learning. What we follow, that is no structure, there is no curriculum. Anything the child chooses is the curriculum for the child, and completely it is driven by the child, and there is no one decides for the child. And also child chooses what he wants to learn, how much he wants to learn, and what he wants to learn. This naming could be many different. It could be open learning, unschooling, homeschooling. There are so many words, but what we see is there is two different extremes. But there are also families who have been following a kind of a balance between open learning structure, and whatever the family decides and believes in, they have chosen that path. So there is no one way is right way, or one way is wrong. There is nothing like that. So it is whatever the family believes and whatever the family chooses is the one part of the part of the education which the child chooses. And as you all rightly said, the purpose of education, not only past but even now, the purpose of education, many times we see we get stuck to the marks, certificates, and well-known jobs, MNCs, and all these. So the purpose of education is still some part of the purpose is to earn. So will they get placed in a good company and all these kind of things. As far as what we consider open learning is, learning and education is nothing but to live every moment and to learn from every moment of life. That is what we see the education, the purpose of education is to live and learn every moment. Next. So in the open learning system, we say that I am the leader for myself. I can decide what I want to learn. Especially if we take an example of a child 0 to 2 years. Do you think the child will do whatever you would like to say, or the child will decide what he wants to do? Sushma, you want to remember past?
That is there.
Yeah. So it is like in the similar way, like
Temporary phase of life.
Sorry?
A temporary phase of life.
But that's not true. It's not temporary phase of life. We
Just
all
say
are
as it
born with
is.
that inner abilities to lead our life. It is we as parents tune the life of the child to suit our needs, to suit the society needs. And then after becoming an
No, but,
adult, we unlearn
no,
many
no,
things.
No, for us, if you see, my son is not in a regular stream right now. If I tell
Yeah,
you he is in high school, he doesn't have exams. We are not taking for
Mm.
looking for any kind of the traditional things that
Mm.
he's not. We are not in that phase at all. But we are still exploring what more can be done in this direction.
True. Yeah. So that is good that you are not in those lines of deciding for your child, where you have given the open system where the child can decide and he's not bound by the certificates and these kind of things. Yeah, and we are just sharing about this open learning system where we are not binding. We have 4 propositions. One is open learning is a system where we are not bound with the curriculum and child decides what to learn. Viji, next. And also we in this system, we are not even teaching proactively. We don't prefer to teach the child unless the child needs it and seeks for it. The child can figure out how to learn and what to learn. And also if he needs help and he wants to learn that, he will definitely ask for it. Whether it could be a peer, it could be a mentor, it could be a teacher, whatever the child asks, and we just follow the child. That is what we say. Next, Driji. And here we give very important for the self-assessment, where the child assesses himself. When we give milk for the child decides, okay, this is good tasting for me or not. Based on that, the child decides, he assesses what we have prepared is good for him or not. And sometimes we can't make him eat what we have prepared, right? So the child has the ability to assess himself. It could be food or it could be in any of his work. So first preference is the child assesses, and the child also understands, give the option, the child can reflect and connect to himself. And based on the reflection, the child can learn much more than when we give that feedback. That is one way. And also when the child decides, he needs someone's feedback too. So then he asks for the peers feedback, adults feedback, and there is entire community is there for the children to get the feedback. So that is about Arohi community, where the child is open for connecting with so many different people for anything they need. And also there is no one way for making their own careers. There are multiple ways for the child to choose the field what they want to do. It could be open courses, it could be internships, it could be apprenticeship, and it also experiment. It can be by doing, failing, trying. And there are so many different ways the child can decide which resource what he wants to decide. And he can also choose multiple resources from which he wants to learn. It could be even from people. Yes, Anandji. So there are so many different ways the child can learn in the open learning system. And this is a small video of life at Arohi, how children are learning in so many different ways. For us, everything under the sky is the syllabus, and that is what the children in this video are sharing about it, what they are learning.
Is the audio coming through?
Yes,
Connecting
yes.
with people is amazing.
I like chit-chatting with my friends while eating.
An opportunity to take all the guests around the tour, around the campus.
Currently, I'm working on improving myself so that I can play in a club next year.
I get resources and support to fulfill my passion for sketching.
I sketch many things of animals, birds.
In Arohi, I am a guest and I can find my space here, pursuing my interest on upcycling.
I drum to express my emotion and it makes me feel lighter. In bird watching, I learn a lot of things. What is color of bird, and
I like the time when I spend with the community playing sports.
I spend time doing projects related to cinematography and video editing.
I like organizing trips in Arohi, क्योंकि
your opportunity is to organize trip.
Video making is awesome. It's productive and you get an awesome outcome.
I like to do electrical work. I've put many.
I connect with the planning here, gives me clarity.
I like playing with the cats. I learn crochet and teach others crochet.
எனக்கு சமைக்கிறதுக்கு இங்க ரொம்ப பிடிக்கும். All the resources here are new to me to explore.
Yeah, here there is all we say that there is no age limit. 0 to 99 are welcome for Arohi, and everyone is sharing their learning in the community. And also we believe in that it's just not one person's responsibility. As a parent, it's not only my responsibility to raise the child, it's the whole village. It takes a whole village to raise the child. The child gets exposure for so many different ways. The child can get inspired by so many. It could be animals, it could be nature, it could be people, it could be anything, the child. So it's definitely more than a village to raise a child. So it is not bound by a certain system. Vijay, next. I think Sushma has already, he is in 13 and they have already now kind of a open learning kind of a thing where he is already there. So Sushma, in our open learning community, where we see we give much importance for these connections and collaboration, where children love to connect with different people and they learn from each other. And suppose if I want to learn bow and arrow, then I can collaborate with similar interest people. It's not only children or an adult who is interested. The child can connect anybody in the community to collaborate and learn. Yes, I am interested in this particular field. I want some guidance. I want some friends to connect with me and to learn together. So the child, not only the child, anybody in the community can call for friends to learn together. This is the gift what they get with the community. Next slide. Yeah, from the community we get not only Ratnesh, Aditi or me, we are just not made to support or guide the entire community from 2-year-old, 0-year-old to whoever is there for 99-year-old. All are there for coaching, mentoring, supporting, guiding. Whomever you choose, you get this support from the entire community. That is the gift of community what we get in our open learning community. And also the learning takes place by co-creation and by co-learning and co-supporting and co-living. So we say every moment what we live is an opportunity for us to learn, reflect on ourselves, and also support each other. So every challenge what we face is an opportunity for us to learn. So the entire community is part of making the community running together. So today the finance is handled by a child and an adult, one of the parent, and there are children who is doing accounts. So everything is co-creation and co-learning. That is what we see. There is so many possibilities in the community to learn together. Yes, Diji. So what we say is, if you are planning to visit campus, please make yourself free, mentally, physically, emotionally. Mainly your time is needed to completely enjoy and experience the stay at campus. So this is what we say for everyone. When you are ready to completely experience the living at campus, definitely you can come to campus. There is a small process for joining, for visiting campus. You can check in the website for joining, for visiting campus. And with this pandemic has given an opportunity for us to connect with people who are not able to come to campus. So we have created the ROEX platform where you can connect with the community from your homes, and this is an opportunity for creating the open learning environment for your child being at home. So where parents take initiative in the creating the environment where everyone in the family is part of the system. Anything to add, Viji? Hey, you are on mute. You are on mute.
Yes. Nothing much to add. See, when I'm using my regular thing, I can use keyboard shortcuts. It's not allowing me to use keyboard shortcuts today. I don't know why.
It's telling stop presentation, Sushma has.
Yeah.
No, nothing like that. I have few questions. See, for
Yes,
me,
yes, definitely,
Please.
Sushma.
how is it like? Is there a way like my boy can be connected to this for a couple of months to explore and see how it goes being in the current school? See, my son is already nodding no for with his head because he doesn't want to change his school.
Sure.
So, what's your son's name, Sushma? If you don't
My
mind.
son's name is Sri Krishna.
Okay. So, I would say first, Sri Krishna has to be curious what Arohi is. Because
Okay.
unless he's curious what it is, I mean, you can't make the horse drink water, right?
Yeah.
Especially
That
a
is why I
teenage
asked,
horse.
like, is there a way for him to explore what Arohi
Yes,
is?
of course there is. Yeah, 100%. See, Arohi is, like you already know, it's not a school as such, right? So there is no board or there's no academic year or anything like that, right?
Okay.
So it's a community of open learners. So anytime anybody wants to be part of the community, you're welcome to. Because
Okay.
you, as in not just Krishna, but Sushma, Raghavendra, everybody else that Krishna will bring along,
Okay.
right? So what we say is that it's not just the child who joins Arohi community, it's the whole family that joins the community,
Okay.
right? So from that perspective, there are two answers to that. One is that Krishna has to be curious to see what is Arohi, and two,
Okay.
Sushma and Raghavendra have to be curious to know what is Arohi too.
Okay. We are
So,
definitely curious.
yes.
We are
So
definitely curious about that.
yeah, so you can find out the tricks of the trade with your child as to what will get him to be curious and come explore. But that's the idea. Like Leela said, plan a visit and yeah. So Leela, would you want to add anything to that?
Yes, one thing is just come with open mind. It is to explore and experience. So
Yeah, sure.
yes. Even for Krishna, just come without any expectations, without any judgments. So just experience and then see whatever you want to take it for yourself. You can take it. That is what I would like to add.
Yeah.
Sure.
So, Sushma, Raghavendra, the idea of this meetup is not just about, finding out the mechanisms for coming to campus. You're welcome. We can talk about that more. But because you are already a family that has been exploring alternative education, and you said Sri Krishna goes to Valley School. I would be curious to know a little more about your experiences with open learning and so if you don't mind, we can discuss a little more generic also, not just
Yeah, sure. See, Sri Krishna enjoys his present school. There is no doubt it is a great campus to be in. There is definitely but for me, why is that I am exploring it is for me, I think not me, Raja, for you only. Okay. So it is like, see, they are like not someone who will, I have to struggle a lot to put my authority in place, but which is definitely difficult with this. Yeah, so these guys never agree to anything, and we understand they have that freedom to express and
Mhm.
explore the things. But at the same time, what I am seeing is there is a difference between a reality and the the philosophy. You know,
Mhm.
the philosophy should be something which cannot be taught in a class. If it gets taught in a class, then it loses its value. It is something that you quest for actually. You know, so what is happening? What I feel is these guys are learning the philosophy just as a talk, not as a responsibility as such. You know? So there is like, for example, we should help someone, but are they really doing it or are they talking about it? You know, so there is a difference. So I also see is like the kind of I want to see more of a responsibility him for himself. You know, wherein like it is not that. I tell him to do the things or like so there should be a way for him to take up this open learning with a lot of responsibility, not as like even there are teachers who teach and all, right? So
Mhm.
I want him to understand that it is his responsibility to learn. He's this in this environment is basically because not that like he picks up something of his interest by himself, not
Mhm.
something which comes as an obligation or as a perk in the coming future. So that is why we are exploring. Otherwise, it's a great campus. He is like totally. He's almost 8 years 8 years in the valley, right? So
Mhm.
he's totally into that.
Yeah.
We want little bit of more responsibility, little bit of more grounding as such, and the set of children who are really doing their groundwork, not something which is as a philosophy.
Mhm.
You know, so someone who knows how to board a train, how to board a bus, someone who knows how to take a bus and go somewhere, you know, which were like automatic things for us, many other children even now. But I see these children are not like that. It is like a luxury philosophy is what I want to term it as, you know, so which
Yeah.
I don't subscribe to as a
Yeah.
person who has come who has been in the middle class and who has got educated with the education loan, both me and my husband. We really understand where we stood, why we came, and where we are going forward to. You know, that respect for the parents or that respect for the money that you get. You know, so I think those things I feel is lacking definitely. Uh,
Yeah, that's a lot of different things that you have touched upon. I've been talking a lot, so I'll let Leela talk a little. I'll be back in a minute.
Yeah,
Yeah, sure.
sure, Sushma. Vijay. Yes, Sushma. As you said, these are the things that uh, see, the values what the child gets is mainly from the experience. What we say is the believe in experiential learning. So here you get a lot of different opportunities where the child is part of understanding. For example, at campus, there is a small ritual of having snacks together. So every child gets to every week one of the child is responsible for managing the snacks, where the child decides what to keep for snacks and how much one can eat, irrespective of age, whether it is a guest, whether it is Ratnesh, or whether it is anybody else. It is the same quantity of snacks what the child decides, and there they see that equality kind of a thing, and it has to be distributed equally. And even in terms of food, if there is how do we share equally, all these are part of experiencing. And when we also organize car trips that every before we used to do, not from the pandemic point of view, but we don't know which child takes what value from this experience. We
Yeah,
can't
I agree
enforce
that
anything.
you cannot take, yeah, tell it. I agree completely with this, because like you don't know what he is looking for, point which one will be a click for him at any point. Like that is not specifically with Arungi or anywhere you go, you know, wherever you go, what he picks is up to him. What clicks with him is up to his nature actually. That I agree completely.
Yes, yes. And I was also shocked, like when I say there was a kind of an experience where we all got a money of 20 rupees, and in that 20 rupees we had have our snacks, and also we save something and we contribute to the community. Not the community means our community, to the villagers who support us, like could be hospitals, police station, and railway station. So when we went out for this experience, gifting the community, it was such a beautiful experience. I was with the children, where children in that 20 rupees, they spend whatever each child decided the different amount, how much they would like to buy gift for people, and how much amount they want to spend on snacks. So, and some of the children, they got at least, they were different varieties of gifts, and when they are giving to the patients who were in the hospital, or to the doctors, or to the supporting staff, they came out with such a beautiful thoughts, like in the hospital what were they feeling about it, and what the hospital staff shared to them. And it was such an enriching experience. That doesn't mean I can give the exposure for the children, but what value they take, it is really
Definitely. I
up to
agree
the
with
child.
you. Yeah, I agree. I agree with that. I think there is no
So
denial in that part at all.
yes.
Like, I
It's
just want to check how many children in our community like fall in the 13 to 20 years range, Leela.
it keeps varying every year. That's what I would say. Right now, we have some children who are online, some children who regularly come to campus. There are around, but we generally don't think about the age, because these days, children have got so much of exposure time, and children who are interested in any field, they are. So that way, if we see, we don't
No, it's just
find the age
it's
difference.
just a casual question. That's all.
Yes. Around presently, coming regularly to campus, there are around 6 children, 6 to 8 children. They are there, and in online there are few more children. I just roughly don't remember the numbers.
Okay, no problem. I remember when we had come, Ratnesh's daughter was around 16 years. Probably she was giving the 10th 10th NIOS exam when we had come, you know. So I remember that part. So what is she doing now?
She hasn't taken her 10th. She is into multiple fields, and she is presently she had recently she had BA. She is an entrepreneur, and she works on sustainability products, and she created her own business setup. And she has taken a break from the business, and now she is in Isha for attending some training.
Okay, nice. I remember Shilpi was also there as a part of the program.
Yes,
His two children were there. So he's still there with you guys?
No, they are not with Arohi now.
Okay. Because they used to stay in our apartment.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. Then I remember he joined with like his children. 2 children were there, right? So I remember.
Yes. Chaitra and.
Yeah. They were in the IIMB campus when they came.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
I think we will go through the website one more. We will see how can we get connected for next 2 to 3 months with Sri Krishna. We are also planning for a visit, Leela. So you stay in a campus. You and Vijay stay in a campus, is it?
No, I live in Bangalore. I live in Basangudi. And Leela also, Leela can answer for herself.
Yeah, I also live in Bangalore. I go with children on Mondays in the train and come back with children on Saturday mornings these days.
Okay.
So yeah, we do weekly travel. Children who are from Bangalore, they do travel every week. And children who are from different state, they stay back, and then they decide when they want to go to their homes with the family.
Okay.
Leela, how old is Yashas?
Yashas is 16.
16. Okay. Yeah. So just going back
Can
to
we
your
have both
question.
of your number? Like, how do we coordinate our visit? Or like, is there any numbers on the website that I can pick up? And
There are. The
I'll do
contact numbers are on the website, Sushma. But just going
Yeah,
back
I'll
to
do.
your question about how many 13 to 16 or 20-year-olds are there on campus, to be very specific, right now, among the regulars, I think there's only one who is Alwa Leela?
No, 13 to 16, we have 6 children.
13 to 16, 6 idara.
Yeah, Iban, Shikansh, Lakshita.
Oh yeah. How am I know? I thought only Hiran. Yeah, correct. Okay. Sorry, I
Kritik.
stand corrected.
Yeah.
So overall, we have about 10 or 11 children who go regularly, right?
Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah. So
Yeah, 12 children are regular. Among 6 are below 12 and 6 are above 12. That's what I
okay.
yeah.
No,
Yeah.
it is just that is there something he can connect to when he comes? That's all is the intention. Nothing different.
So you will be very surprised, Sushma, how well they connect across ages. I mean, the idea of a same age cohort is very artificial, I feel. I mean, whether we look at our families or, in our friend circle after we have come out of school,
Yeah.
we don't go about asking, hey, how old are you? Okay, I won't be friends with you because you're 1 year older than me.
I just wanted to share one of the example where there is one parent who's called Preeti, and she likes Radio Arohi, means to work on what do you call work as an anchor, and there were multiple children who were interested, and all together are learning, and they have taken up this project of Radio Arohi, where every 15 days there is a show coming up, and they all work together, and now children are leading that show, and she's just a participant.
Okay, cool. We surely would want to actually visit. So I think it will happen in the month of December. Maybe we have to travel out of station right now in 15 days. So we don't know if we want to club that with this, but we would definitely visit you in the month of December. We will coordinate with you, and then we'll come down and experience it ourselves. And I really am looking forward to see how can Sri Krishna be associated with Arohi along with the Valley School till March at least, for him to help him make a decision, because he has to make a bigger decision than we, because it will be his decision more than what we are doing. But then I think giving him option, I am very happy to give him option, this as one of the options. So
that's great. So, Sushma, Raghavendra, if you don't mind, if you have a few minutes, we can just continue this conversation. I had a few questions for you.
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
I mean, not necessarily questions, but more like thoughts. So, which actually Leela also touched upon, and which is the subject of today's, meetup. So every week we have this meetup. So we try to think of some topic that we can specifically focus on, so that the conversation has some meaning beyond just the logistics and our own personal
I brought it up because there is nobody else in the meeting. I thought I can bring up my personal agenda.
Oh, that's perfectly fine. That's the whole idea.
If there was anybody else,
I mean, it's not that we don't want the personal stuff. Not at all. Please don't misunderstand me. I'm sorry. That was not what I was trying to communicate. But the idea of open learning, the way we see it, is also about a word that you yourself used, and that Leela also touched upon, about creating value and identifying, what is it that I should be doing, and what is it that I can do, right? So who am I? What am I capable of doing? And knowing yourself. So, so this idea of value is very critical when it comes to our own life and living, and it takes a little bit of time for us to, graduate out of school and college, and then, if we are lucky, we find work. If we are not so lucky, we don't find work. And actually, it is in those testing times that we really discover ourselves, right? And some of us are fortunate enough or maybe unfortunate enough to get a job right away. And it takes us longer to discover, okay, what is it that I actually want to do? Right? What is it that I actually value in my life? Is it the money? Is it the family? Is it friendships? Is it physical activity? Is it, just watching TV? So the idea of open learning, the way we see it, is that we put these questions in front of the children at a much younger age than when we ourselves tackled them, right? So that's one of the big things that I feel. I mean, going back to the point that you were sharing, how am I living my life differently from my parents, right? So going back to that, so I would like to hear your thoughts on some of these aspects and how you have experienced it so far, and especially because you have been exploring alternative schooling and have been part of the Valley family for a good 8 years now.
Actually, for me, I'm in a very confused state, Rishi, because for me, I'm a very religious person by nature, whereas both of these guys at home are not. So I get questioned a lot, I get probed a lot, and value is something which has become very relative at our home right now. To be whether I'm happy about it or not is a different question, but definitely it is not something that has been accepted as such. So
Okay.
I think it is more of a very, very relative thing. And because we are a nuclear family, there isn't like a kind of a family values as such, like because it's a nuclear family and we have joint family going back to our native village and all. But like even over there, what we hear is, however, is a child till 16 years, 18 years, over a time they will surely come back to the family and they like that. So we even like forget about what I was telling about parents also. Here my in-laws and all, they're like, okay, when they grow up, surely they will know what to do in their life. They will always have that value. So I think they are very positive about having a very good valued life as such. But as of now, if you ask me, Raghavendra will have a different opinion about this, definitely. But like for me, I'm in a very confused value system, value system, because like I'm being questioned by my own husband and a child who is almost 32 years younger than me. So I for me, value is like, at least can someone value the food on the plate? So it could be even that value at this point,
Okay.
So for me, I stand over there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
You
Thank
want
you
to
for
answer?
sharing that, Sushma. Yeah, that's very, very sensitive and very, what do you say, very conscious of you that, you have recognized these things and you're going with the flow in some sense. If Raghavendra doesn't mind, I would like to hear from you also, Raghavendra.
Yeah. So as Sushma put it, like I have.
Can you move a little closer? We can't hear you.
Yeah. As Sushma has put it, like I have a bit more different, or whatever they would say, different perception. So when it comes to the value, so as I said, like as long as you are not causing harm to someone else, I'm okay with anything. So that's the kind of a broader thing. Like I don't have set rules as such myself. Maybe I have some what you call so-called rituals, like which you come, which you are comfortable with. But I don't have any rules as such saying that, okay, you have to be doing this, you have to not doing this, anything like this, as long as it is not impacting someone else in a bad way. So that's my just only broad definition. And yeah, I think that's where it is, like anything is acceptable.
For him, if you kill an animal yourself and finish eating it, and it's okay to kill. If you throw the food and you are not killing it yourself, you should not have. We don't have non-veg, but that is the broadest value, idea of value you can get about him.
Yeah. So, Leela, would you like to add something?
So that's what we share. Each one has different value. For some people, killing the animal itself is a big thing. How can one do that? We don't have rights. So that way. So, like as we adults or we different families or different backgrounds, different people have different values. Similarly, children, what they take the value is also. We can definitely should give the exposure of different values. So if we see over the world killing animal, I just take this as an example. Different cultures is because there are some tribes who are living on that. There are some people who think that as the biggest crime, and so it's again we give the different exposure for children and let them decide what value they want to take, how they want to take, and this is let us keep it open. That is one of the way which we see, because we cannot enforce any value. It has to come from within.
Yeah, sure. I agree with that.
So, so actually, when I wrote up that brief blurb about values that probably you might have seen, or that triggered my bringing up this subject also, is actually I wasn't thinking of values in terms of these things. I was actually thinking in terms of, what are we trying to do when we learn, when we are trying to learn something, right? We are trying to add some value to what we already know, right? We are trying to improve from where we are, right? And only when I recognize that, okay, today I can do division of 2-digit by 3-digit by 2-digit, let's say, right? So mathematically I might be able to do it, but have I really added value to myself? That value addition comes only when I recognize, okay, give me any 3-digit number and any 2-digit number, I'll be able to divide them one by the other, right? So that recognition that I can do that is where the value addition happens, right? So it's not just enough if I know something, as in if I can do something, but being conscious that I can do this, and therefore set the next step, be able to identify, okay, what do I do next? Do I just flip the page and go to the next chapter? Or do I go about and explore, where can I find a 3-digit number which I can divide with a 2-digit number? Right? So that kind of an exploration, and you might have seen this in children, right? When Sri Krishna was much younger, as a toddler, as an infant, he discovers a hammer and he will try to hammer everything with it. Right?
Actually, for us, good or bad, Sri Krishna is someone who explores by himself from very young age. Because he started reading at the age of 3, and he might have read around 5,000 to 6,000 book by now, each repeated some 10 times or something. So he's never been hands-on. So even when UKG first standard, he would write.
So let me just pause you there, Sushma, if you don't mind.
Yeah.
Do either of you read a lot?
No.
Okay.
No, I used to, but not definitely in front of him. I stopped it long back.
Okay.
So now his choice of books are like very kind of a comic things.
Doesn't matter. No. Let's not run too fast here. I'm a little slow, so please bear with me.
So he's someone who is not that hands-on as such.
No.
So always his pleasure is in engaging in a book, knowing the things.
Sushma, wait.
Yeah, go ahead.
He hasn't seen, according to Raghavendra, neither of you is, have read a lot in front of him. Right?
Yeah, no way.
Right. So has he seen others reading a lot?
No, when he started reading, he hasn't seen anybody. It was out of his pure interest.
So now I want you to think, if he's not hands-on, how did he start reading?
I have no idea, man. Other things he is not hands-on.
I'm just challenging Sushma that you're saying he's not hands-on, and I'm challenging that. I'm saying no. He's actually very much hands-on. Right? His interest is in reading.
Yeah. Just to put it in a different way, like what she meant is like he may not be interested in doing things like say maybe other kids would do, but definitely he is hands-on. Like say whatever he is interested, he will go and do it, whatever it is.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
he will learn on his own. That's what we have seen. Like he doesn't need someone to tell him do this kind of a thing. If he is interested,
Lovely.
he will find the resource, he will do it. But only thing
Yeah.
is that he is not doing something which anyway a general kid would do, like go and build something or whatever it is. Maybe he will go and find some software on the thing and try to build something on that, but not with the hands. So that's what he meant.
Okay, that's okay. But the fact is that he's making decisions.
Right.
He is absolutely making decisions.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I
And
overheard
you can
him.
see that you can see that I have problems with it.
See, that's a different matter. Yeah. So, Leela, sorry, you were saying something.
No. The problem is our expectations.
Open means that like you understand from others' perspective also. I mean, this boy is like in his own perspective all the time. Sometimes feels selfish, man, Vijay. I mean,
Yeah.
they have to learn that there is at least listen to someone who is saying
Correct.
it, right?
Correct. So
I'm not enrolled into that thing where there is no ear for someone else in the house, and it is it is always about you.
Yeah. So that's one of the advantages that we see in an open learning, and we don't practice open learning just amongst ourselves in our small cocoons or nuclear families, right? So the idea of Arohi is that we practice it in a community. So we are not just looking at it as an individual trying to make something of an individual. No, we are not interested in making anything out of anybody. As a community, we are interested in living. And in the process of living, learning is very much an integral part.
Yeah.
Right? So we are an open learning community where we share our learnings. Right? And that is where we go beyond the me or I, and I want to do this, I don't want to do this. It's not just black and white all the time. Sometimes it might be, and it should be, right? We all want it our way at least some time of the day or some time of the year, some time of the month. Right? But at the same time, the skills that I think you are seeking of being able to communicate with others, being able to understand what others are saying, right? And being able to work with others, live with others.
Absolutely. I think you got what are we looking out actually for? It is not about me. And the thought that, like, for example, there is an action and a cause and an effect afterwards, for anything that happens.
Yes.
I think that gets lost without responsibility in the head.
So that's a very important point that you bring. Leela, do you want to answer that, or do you want to add your thoughts to that?
Just one thought I would just like to add is need is the basic necessity for learning. When the child finds the need of it, or when that's the only choice available to be with the community, to be in such a kind of environment, that child will definitely get into that. As you have seen so many strengths in your child, like he can decide what he wants to do and how he wants to do. He is a self-learner, and we need to trust this child. Yes, this child, when put into this different environment, or if there is a need, the child will learn what he wants to do, how he wants to do.
See, Leela and Rishi, I think I just want to tell one thing very clearly. We are talking of all these things because we are comfortable in our lives. Okay. So he will adjust is a thing, is basically because as long as we have money in our pocket, he will never think of earning it at one point, so the very important thing is like, whatever money is coming in or whatever he is having in bread, whether it is the paratha or whether it is a simple fulka, that value, that like a person who is earning little also is having the same thing, and you are also having the same thing, and it comes with a hard work. It doesn't come by taking it for granted. I mean, that is responsibility to me today.
Yeah.
As a kid, as a mother of 13 years old, who is intelligent, who is like making his decisions, it needs to be an informed, responsible decision going forward. We are not someone who will feed him forever in his life till he
Correct.
explores at 40 years. I'm not going to do it. It is for next 5 years I'm going to support him. If he's so intelligent, he has to find his way. That is all we know right now. We are not going to handhold him after 18. That is where the part of responsibility comes in for us right now. Why we are exploring is that, like, a child should not remain dependent. And see, with gadgets online and all these things, there is learning. We don't know whether they are learning or what they are doing at a certain point also, right? At a certain age, see, this is an age wherein they get a little glimpse that we don't believe them. It is not right on our part, like we are questioning them at the same time, but at the same time, like, being open to this current culture, we are not brought up that way, that we are say, okay, anything you do is fine, take 10 years break, I'll support you. No, I'm not going to do that.
Yeah.
That is where I stand, Leela.
Yeah.
So
So
very beautiful, Sushma, what you have
Mhm.
brought. Yes. See, this simple conversation, when we take it to the child, and how the child responds to this. Maybe we can keep conversing with the child. Maybe we can bring this point, like, how would you see yourself when you are grown up this way, and how do you earn? Have you? So maybe bring up this conversation, give him different kinds of exposures, like how people, how all he can make his skills to. Maybe he wants to look
Leela,
into a
that is our everyday conversation.
Oh,
That is our everyday conversation at home, So he's like, he's on his tiptoe every day. What he does is he browses for one bedroom house to live in. So that he's very clear, like, as long you guys grow old, don't come and stay with me. And even when you want to come and stay with me, you can come and stay with me as long as I am doing it. Otherwise, I'm not going to take your responsibility. He has a word with his cousin to say, okay, man, bring me some business. I can do some icons and all for the others. So that is just his childhood thing which goes on. So, but believe me, these are all on the plate every day. So in our house.
See, but the beauty of it is how the child is taking up this conversation to. We don't know where is that answer coming from. And,
He
yeah,
does it.
definitely.
Great.
Yeah.
So I can see that there are a lot of things that we can talk about.
Yes.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, Sushma, I don't see any reason why for us to say yes or not. Not, of course, there are many reasons to say yes, like I said earlier, but there's no reason for us to say no. I mean, Sri Krishna won't fit in here, or that we won't be able to do anything, right?
Sure.
But I would like to emphasize on one other point that I don't know if it has come across, and probably it has. Apologies if it has already. It's something that you recognize. Arohi is it's a community where we are trying to practice certain ideas, right? And
Sure.
each one brings our own ideas. And as you saw in one of the slides, we are co-creating this space,
Right.
So and we live in that space, right?
Right.
And with the children, it's almost on a day-to-day basis. With the parents, it's more remote, but again on a day-to-day basis, right?
Sure.
So we share our own, not our child's, but our own ideas, our plans, our reflections, right? So we participate in the community, right? So,
Yeah.
so in some sense, while uh, while it's the child who is going through Arohi, we are all part of that process. Yeah. So,
Sure. Mm.
So what I'm trying to convey here is that, as I mentioned earlier, the entire family joins the community,
Right.
because who makes this community? We all make this community together,
That's right. That's right.
right? So, and that freedom we gain by saying, okay, we are part of this community, comes with a responsibility from on each one of us,
Right.
not just on the child, but on each one of us, to be responsible to not just our own wards, whether it is a son or a daughter, but actually for the entire community,
I know. I agree. I agree.
right? So
I
when
agree.
we are talking about letting the child decide and giving the child the freedom, trusting, having faith in the child, we are also talking about taking that responsibility, right? So you had very clear ideas, and okay, we can support him for another 5 years, 8 years, whatever, right? Sorry, I didn't do the math. So,
That's okay.
but whatever it is, as long as there is communication, right? Whether it is with you and your child, or within the community, with another family, with the entire community, right? Things will move in a certain fashion. But if we do not have that kind of communication, things can go, uh, it will be either party or both parties will be unhappy,
Right. Agree.
right? So that's not that's not something that any of us wants, right? So what I'm trying to say here is that we surely welcome not just Sri Krishna, but Raghavendra and Sushma as well in the community. But we are also welcoming you with giving you certain responsibilities, right? So it's not just Sri Krishna who comes with the responsibility of wanting to learn or live by himself, right? Or learning to earn and live by himself, right? But going beyond that. Yeah.
Actually, I got a call and your video got muted, so I didn't get to hear the completely that you wanted to tell. So
Okay.
can you just repeat? I didn't get what you said.
Yeah. So which part what was the last thing you heard?
You were telling like I got it like you have 5 years in hand is what you were talking, and as long as communications are clear.
Yeah. Yeah. So not a whole lot. You didn't miss a whole lot. So I was just saying that while we welcome Sri Krishna, we are not just welcoming Sri Krishna into the community. We are
You said
welcoming
parents are
Sushma
also
and
part of
Raghavendra
it.
as well.
Right.
Right. And it's not just Sri Krishna who comes with freedoms and responsibilities, because they are like two sides of the same coin. We are also welcoming Sushma and Raghavendra with some responsibilities and freedoms.
Yeah. Got it.
Right.
Got it.
So I was
Got
just mentioning that in some sense, I'm like Leela already shared that, and I have to also emphasize this point that I have learned a whole lot after I have joined the community. Even though I was an open learner even before I joined the community. I mean, I learned a lot of the things that I'm doing today by myself. I didn't let my education, my schooling spoil my education. So
Okay.
I did a lot of studies. I did my PhD as well, but I didn't let that thing decide what I did in my life.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
so the point I'm trying to convey here is that there's a lot of changes that we ourselves have to be open to.
Correct.
And you are already practicing that change in some sense by accepting that your spouse and your child have different opinions and different value systems than what you yourself hold. So that itself is a great learning. That's something that we would really want to, learn more from you.
Sure.
So yeah, so you're welcome to, and it's past 6 already.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
if you would like to continue the conversation, we can for a little bit
I think
longer.
it is good for today.
Yeah.
We'll surely join next time. It
Yeah.
happens every
So
Saturday is what I
do check
understand.
out the website. We also
I'll
have,
surely do.
yeah. Sushma, Raghavendra, just note that we also have a lot of, like I mentioned earlier, it's 81st webinar meetup that we are doing. So there are a whole bunch of recordings of the earlier sessions. Almost all the earlier sessions are there on YouTube and on our website. Actually, just go to our website and
Sure,
you'll
sure.
find the recordings. Just, there have been families which shared their own open learning journey, what their children are doing, what they were doing, and what they are doing now. A lot of
Sure.
such stuff. So feel free to browse through that.
Yeah.
And of course, the visit page is where you would go to sign up for a visit. We do have restrictions on visits because of the COVID pandemic. So we are still limiting our numbers. So if you're planning to visit, do go to the web page and check out the calendar and sign up for a particular week, and also the orientation session for for visiting the campus.
We'll
So
surely
that
do that.
should-
We'll surely do
yeah.
that. Thanks for your time, Vijay.
Just
and
to
Nila.
add that, Sushma, there are recordings of that some of the teenagers who have been part of the
Oh, yes.
webinar series, so you can see those recorded sessions.
Sure.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
Okay,
Bye.
thank you.
Bye, Raghavendra.
Nice to
Bye,
connect
Sushma.
with you, Sushma.
Bye.
Bye,
Thanks a lot.
Leela.
Bye bye.
I am stopping the recording.